Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's frequently asked question tutorial, Why is my payment on hold? We'll go over the 3 hold reasons. No items received, final payment, and exceeds the requisition payment threshold. To get started, let's go to the Quick Start field and use F1 to look up the abbreviation for payments. Or we could type in PA. Pressing Enter causes the software to operate as if we've used the activity tree to go to Finance, AP, Payments without actually going through those steps. Let's create our first payment. We click the New button to open a blank payment form, enter a purchase order or vendor requisition number in the reference field, and immediately receive a warning that the requisition has no receipts. This tells us the requisition order type is PO with receiving and no items have been received. We'll continue entering the payment and save close. Back on the list, the payment is on hold. The next step is to enter RPI in the Quick Start field. This goes to Finance, Purchasing, Receive PO items. The items were received on March 18th. On PO 18-00246, and all items were received. After we've entered that information, we'll select Go or use Ctrl-G to open the item list. The Receive Now column is 1, so we use the task to post. Confirm there are 3 line items to be received, and acknowledge that they have been receipted. Using our navigation button at the top of the screen, we flip back over to the payment list and open the payment we just created. The warning is gone. We change the on hold flag to no and delete the status comment. When we save close the record, the payment on the list shows it's no longer on hold and is ready to be submitted. Let's enter our next payment. We click the New button, enter a reference number, and our amount is going to be equal to or greater than the amount remaining on the purchase order. Continue entering the payment, use Save Close, and back on our list, the payment is on hold. When we open the payment, the status comment reads Final Payment. This is a reminder that the amount leaves no funds available on the requisition, and I should mark the payment as final if I want the purchase order to be changed to completed status when the check is printed. If we want the requisition completed, we change the final payment flag to yes, the on hold to no, and delete the status comment. We could also leave the final payment flag as no, change the on hold to no, and delete the status comment if we wanted to leave the purchase order open. We'll save close the payment, and on the list, the payment is no longer on hold. Now we'll enter our final payment. We enter the reference number, the amount, invoice number, and date. And we see that we've received a variance message that the payment amount exceeds the 10% threshold. This means the department record is set up to allow users to make an overpayment on the requisition as long as it doesn't exceed 10% of the total requisition amount. And this threshold does vary by customer. After changing the final payment flag to yes, we'll save close. Back on the list, the payment is on hold due to the variance message. We have 2 choices on how to proceed. One is to open the payment, change the on-hold status to no, delete the status comment, and save close as we did with our previous payment. When the payment is processed, the requisition will show an overpayment. The second choice is to make an adjustment amount to the requisition before processing the payment. To do this, we'll enter VR Ref PO 18-00248 to go directly to the purchase order form. In this case, we'll add an adjustment amount rather than changing or adding items. When we enter our amount of $7.51, a dialog box lets us know our adjustment amount exceeds the threshold for increasing purchase orders and we'll need to resubmit the requisition. When we submit the requisition, the status is changed to submitted, and the requisition goes back through the approval process so the additional funds can be approved. When we're ready to process the payment, we'll open the payment and follow the steps outlined earlier, changing the on hold flag to no. Note the variance message does not currently update to reflect the change made to the purchase order. However, the payment will not go back on hold and the purchase order will not show an overpayment. We close our payment, and back on the list, the payments are all in open status, not on hold, and are ready to be submitted. This ends our tutorial on why is my payment on hold. I hope it has helped you understand the different type of payment holds, no receipts, final payment, and exceeds threshold, as well as the next steps to take when your payment goes on hold. We welcome your feedback, questions, and comments at support@schoolAbility.com. Thank you and have a great day.